In Africa, we need to invest in our biodiversity, but we need to invest in it to create economic growth. We have the best wildlife in the world, and we need to turn it into an economic asset, so we have a lot more wildlife that's resolving poverty. And to make that happen, we have to give the rights back to the local people. They need to have rights to land, and they need rights to wildlife. We also need to make our protected areas, we need to hold them to standards and make them engines for rural economic growth that also conserve biodiversity.
I think the first thing to do differently is to recognise the role that Indigenous peoples and local communities have. We have to recognise their cultures, their knowledge, their values, and what they bring to conservation. It's not enough to just share benefits. It's not enough to just have participation. We must recognise that culture, we must recognise their knowledge, and we must recognise their rights and include them in decisions about the future of this continent.
You know, sustainable management of biodiversity makes sense if it's a benefit to both people and nature. So we need to create that value. We need also more data, because you cannot manage a resource that you don't know very well. And this is where the UN system comes in.
We must include everyone, the elders, the youth, the women. We even start with children, so that if everybody grows up, they know what they are supposed to do. We cannot sit back anymore and say this is done by one person. No. We have to know that it's a collective way of working together. That's the only way we can make a difference.
We need to take away this myth that nature conservation is only about conservation organizations. It is not. I want you to talk about nature conservation because you have to, you know the role that nature plays in your life. I want to engage everybody where they are so that we can make it everybody's business.